The divine feminine is the feminine aspect of the divine power. Women say that it is the goddess energy that exists within all of us. Those women will refer to and pay homage to a mother goddess, deny God and man, and say that femininity is the sole creator of all, that femininity is mother and father, and that masculinity is not needed and God is a woman. Divine powers constitute the supreme being or supreme existence, and that power or force is universal. To be universal, to be dual. Duality refers to having two parts to one thing. There are two sides to one coin. There are two sides to that one divine power. There are two sides to the one supreme being, positive and negative, God and devil, God and goddess, male and female. Duality is masculinity and femininity combined, and it would be considered to be masculine overall. A male or man with an X and Y chromosome with a female and male existence combined is the physical manifestation of the supreme being, duality, and the divine power. Whereas a female or woman with two X chromosomes, independent of the Y chromosome, well, she does not reflect the dual character, and alone could not be a manifestation of that one supreme being. The supreme being, or that divine power, is balanced and masculine overall, and that divine power or supreme reality does not put one side above the other, causing imbalance. The true nature and reality of the divine power or the supreme being is masculinity and balance, which is the absence of confusion, female and devilish emotions, and it is peace and unconditional love, true love. It is not conditional love. It is not conditional hate, nor is it unconditional hate. The supreme being, supreme reality, and divine power is peaceful oneness without division. Any part of that peaceful oneness that strays away and seeks to be individual and disconnected from the balance of all, from the peaceful supreme nation, it will fall into death and despair and take on the appearance of a chaotic abomination. A chaotic abomination such as a devil or a feminist who is always angry and burning in a fire that does not consume. Any part of that peaceful oneness that strays away and seeks to be individual and disconnected from the balance of all, well, it seeks to be disconnected from, seeks to be greater than, and seeks to destroy God and man.
Two serpents intertwined represents infinity. The Supreme Being is infinity. It is nothing, but at the same time, it's everything. It is a combination of God and devil. It is a combination of man and woman. It is a combination of good and evil. It is an intelligent, righteous man and an emotional wicked man combined. It is masculinity and femininity combined. It is Christ and Antichrist. It is an emotional devil and feminine man and or woman who fell away from God, the man of supreme intelligence. The two infinite serpents represents a combination of the God of intelligence that balances intelligence and emotions together and the God of emotions that has only emotions. The recessive, emotional, Feminine God pulled away from the all and left existence and life the same way that Lucifer or Satan pulled away from God and life. The same way that the woman left man disobeying God and life by following her own desire to be greater than the all, experiencing the fall. To abandon life.
Masculinity, God in an upright nature is to fall into death. Femininity, a serpentine state into a low place in order to crawl on your belly, stay hidden in the grass of lies and deception. The runaway serpent abandoned oneness and it appeared as a snake and a woman in a garden. It appeared as a harlot sitting on a serpent beast with 7 heads. It appeared as a virgin mother and a religious father sitting on 7 hills of Rome, holding God who was reduced to a powerless infant. The virgin mother and religious father held the death of God and man. But death could not hold God's mind nor man because God is man is God and both are life that is never conquered by a recessive wife. God is intelligence over emotions and is the head of man. Man is the head of a virtuous wife who entertains devotion. But when it comes to a wife that goes against universal law and order, a wife who entertains chaos and disorder, to her, God goes deaf and blind because, at no time is it matter over mind. The abominable father and harlot virgin mother may hold death, but death will never hold God and man. It is that the beast lies, not God nor man, because there is no truth in an abomination and runaway. It is here that man and God rises from hell because intelligence always be here to stay. The mind is over matter and it is the Alpha and the Omega. The beginning and the end. Life was never born so it will never die, life doesn't laugh, life doesn't cry. Life is in the highest place and it is the third eye where sin can never apply.